When I became a mother for the first time, I had quite severe postnatal depression and anxiety. When I had my second son, it was sort of compounded, and I had a really horrific time with postnatal anxiety, ended up in A&E. My name is Amalia. I am a mum of two, and I run my own business making bespoke jewellery called Irene and Jenny. So for me, everyday bravery are those little moments behind closed doors that nobody sees. It's the days when you don't want to get out of bed, the days you don't want to do anything, and you have to wrestle internally with yourself to make yourself get up, go out into the world, even though you really don't want to. So for me, it takes a lot of bravery to pick yourself up and walk out the door on those days. My own personal experience of sort of everyday bravery really is, I think, when I became a mother for the first time, I had quite severe postnatal depression and anxiety, and it took a little while with my family to sort of work through that and get over it. When I had my second son, it was sort of compounded, and I had a really horrific time with postnatal anxiety, ended up in A&E. But at the end of the day, you've still got two children to raise, you've still got a business to try and run, it's your livelihood. So you have to get out of bed, you have to take those first steps. I was so fortunate that I have an amazing husband, an amazing mum and family to support me, but it takes a lot of digging really, really deep and grit to get through those moments where you just want to pull the duvet over your head, shut the door and pretend the world doesn't exist. But the world does, and life does go on, and you just have to get through it somehow. So for me, that was, not a huge demonstration of being brave, not one of these massive, amazing public things. It was every single morning without fail having to get up, get dressed, feed the baby, take my son to school, do it over and over again, even though I just wanted to be in a dark room all by myself and just cry. So my advice to anyone who's either been through the same sort of thing in terms of postnatal depression and anxiety, or anyone who's just feeling really challenged by the world at the moment, I think for me the secret was just to talk to someone, anyone. It not necessarily even about what you're going through, but just to be able to feed off someone else's energy, and it will pick you up and it will make that day easier, and then it will make the next day easier. So my advice would be go and talk to anyone, whether it's your partner, your mum, your dad, your sister, a friend at the school gate. Just have a conversation rather than hide yourself away from the world.